everybody, and welcome to the RGTV Podcast. I'm RG Beast.
And I'm RG Saurus.
And this is our old set.
This is our old set, okay.
Or our set now.
Hear us out. But before we have technically 5 topics of discussion, but we're going to look at some possible spoilers for She-Hulk, what rumors, what cameos could show up. We're going to tell you our predictions for Thor Love and Thunder. We are going to discuss what's going on with the whole set thing here. We're going to discuss a crazy comment that I just found one day when I was looking for sound effects for the Spider-Man. And finally, we're going to talk about probably one of the most insulting articles that anyone could have ever posted. Oh, God. You guys are going to want to stick around for that one. So without further ado, let's just get right into it.
Okay. So basically, RG saw this comment and showed it to me when he was searching for sound effects for Spider-Man Great Power. And basically,
they're like monster sound effects.
Basically. I'll play it in a minute through the mic.
Just don't put it too close.
Here's the comment. You will hear the sounds in a minute. So the comment says, "I live on the lake in South Georgia, in a neighborhood out in the country, not heavily populated, but there are several houses, then a community down a bit. I played this on some loudspeakers. I have hidden them in trees. Some face west and some face east, echoing across the water. I play it very loud, randomly between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. on random days, especially if it's foggy. I play only 000 to 1 minute, and I'll play that in a minute. Nobody knows what it is, and it's very scary. So far, 3 houses went up for sale." And he asked, "Is it wrong to laugh?" And here's the noises, okay?
Wait, hold on. But just before you play those, I don't think it's wrong to laugh because that is probably one of the best pranks I've ever heard somebody played. Like, you live on a lake. This guy is taking advantage of it. But the fact that he's made 3 people's houses go up for sale. Imagine if it's just an endless cycle. Like, people buy those houses, he does the same thing, and then they move away. Bro. Like, it'd just be, they'd call it like the whole like local legend will be started, and then like they could make like a film out of it one day. That would be so cool.
Okay, here is the sounds from 000 to 1 minute.
All right, here we go.
It's so creepy.
Bro.
Dude, just imagine this on the water.
This is kind of scaring me right now, and it's broad daylight. Bro.
This gives me chills, bro.
That one would get me.
And there you have it, folks. 0 minutes, 0 seconds to 1 minute.
So that scared us.
He played that so loud on
speakers that he hid in
across
trees.
The water.
So we got like a bit of chills, and it's broad daylight. It's like 2 in the afternoon here.
I hate it. I hate that noise.
It's sunny out. It's nice, and we got scared. So just imagine, if you will, just imagine for a second.
You live on a lake.
You're living on a lake, and then you just hear that just at night when it's foggy at random points, like every minute. And it's just like, I would be scared. I would probably move, right?
I would move.
I would move because like it's like there's some creature just out there somewhere,
or in the lake.
Or in the lake, yeah. It's gonna like just don't go swimming anymore. You know, it's like you'd have like a Jaws situation.
I can't imagine.
But dude. Here. Props to that guy for pulling off one of the most successful pranks that I've ever heard of. And hey, maybe we'll do one of those on Weekly Prank War one day. Who knows? Don't get any ideas. It's not going to come right away if we do. All right, guys. So now we're going to explain basically just why we're in this environment, not down in the new RGHQ like usual. It's because
it isn't finished yet. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm joking.
Okay. Well, it isn't finished yet, and the guys for some reason decided they're not going to show up
today
to start the work. maybe miscommunication or something, but it really sucks. And next month we are gonna like do this consistently, but we thought just because we have this new mic of mine, we're just gonna do one now. Also, I want to take this time to announce my Stranger Things 4 review is coming. I was just waiting for this mic to come once again, so I had better sound quality, and I was tired of the popping. So yeah, that's pretty much why we're in this set, guys. It's like I hope you like the old boombox there. Just it's the only really decoration that we have
right now,
and this classic portrait.
Nothing is centered, but who cares?
It doesn't matter because this picture is in a lot of our videos whenever we're sitting at the table here, and it's kind of a part of the team now, if you know what I mean. So, all
right, guys. Next subject is Thor: Love and Thunder predictions.
Now, we did recently get the news that it's only going to be an hour and 58 minutes, making it one of the shortest MCU movies, just ahead of Ant-Man and the Wasp, The Incredible Hulk, that nobody knows.
Really liked.
I actually, it's not that bad, guys. It's not. And then the shortest one is Thor: The Dark World. So he beat out himself, basically. I never saw Thor: The Dark World. I don't plan on it. I hear it's horrible.
You should have.
Oh, yeah, no, I did the one time. I forced myself to watch it, and it's bad. Anyway, okay. I don't know what to expect from this one because an hour and 59 seems really rushed. And if you see my Doctor Strange review, I said that everything felt a lot of rushed. And it was the same runtime as Spider-Man 2, same director as all. But it still felt rushed. Even at 2 hours and 6, it still felt rushed. Now that this is about, 7 minutes lower, I have no idea if this is going to be rushed or not. Hell, it might not be. It might not be, but who knows? Who knows with Taika Waititi? Because he directed Thor Ragnarok. That was 2 hours and 10. So with this, it's just really short. My biggest fear, I guess, is that it's going to feel super, super rushed. And they're not going to have time for development or anything. And yeah, that's my first prediction. RGB, let's go over you now. Let's your prediction.
I think it's gonna be okay. Besides the runtime, I think that the story behind Gore will be good. Hopefully, will be good. I hope. Excuse me. I hope that there will be an end credit scene that it involves Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But
probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not going to get my hopes up too high for that, but
I hope there's an end credit scene in general.
Well, there will be. It's an MCU movie.
Yeah.
Buddy over here forgot there was a credit scene.
Yeah. I have a feeling that I think everybody already knows this, but if you don't, this is your first time hearing it. Jane Foster has cancer in the comics. And basically, without Mjolnir or Malnir, I don't know how to pronounce it. Mjolnir, she cannot survive. Like, she'll die of cancer. But with Mjolnir, she has powers, and she can obviously.
She's Lady Thor.
Yeah, Lady Thor. She can obviously be healthy again, right? So I think that they're gonna maybe not. They might not do this, but I think that they're gonna make it a giant surprise.
Quote
that
unquote.
She has cancer.
Because most people who watch the MCU had no idea what the comics is, and they're just consume.
Sometimes even the writers don't even know the comics.
Oh God!
Don't even get me started.
Now
on that.
Here, that leads me into my prediction here. If the writers I don't know who's writing this, but if they screw up the story here, then it could be catastrophic. They could have another Phase 4 failure under their belts.
What was a Phase 4 failure?
Basically, everything in Phase 4 has disappointed, other than No Way Home, because No Way Home, as you all know, is amazing. It made $1 billion.
Doctor Strange was good.
Doctor Strange may be good in your opinion, because if you look at Doctor Strange, though, the thing was, as soon as Top Gun came out, nobody was interested in Doctor Strange anymore. It did what we call a huge drop-off, so that it didn't really make money anymore, and then they had to. Nobody's seeing. Is it still in theaters?
No.
It's on Disney. It's on Disney Plus now, but it didn't make a lot of money. It had a good opening weekend because people wanted to see it. But with Thor now, who knows, right? I mean, people are probably going to go into this expecting Ragnarok, and it probably is going to be and whatever, because Thor, if you remember back in the day, if you were that long in the MCU, I was with it from the Avengers. Since Avengers, I wasn't born in 2008 where I was, but I was like 1. Doesn't matter. If you look back to like the first Thor film, it's really grounded and serious and like all throughout the Avengers movies as well. But then Ragnarok came around and it kind of did like a major 180 and then he became like super funny. And same thing in Endgame with Fat Thor.
Yeah.
Now looking back on that, I don't think that was the best decision, but
he was so serious in Avengers, Thor, and Thor: The Dark World. But then after all that, like the whole MCU
and Age of Ultron.
Yeah, and Age of Ultron. After all that, the whole MCU started to become like silly almost.
Well, when Spider-Man showed up. No, I shouldn't say that because in Civil War was good. I liked Civil War because that was actually grounded.
That was one of my favorite MCU movies.
Yeah, because of Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Guys, his reaction when it came out, he was like over the moon.
I saw the
excited.
trailer and I was like,
when he saw the trailer, he was over the moon excited when Spider-Man showed up on the screen. It was so funny, but that's a story for another day, though.
Yeah.
What I was saying was Thor has now just become a really silly character that you can't really take seriously, and see, I don't know if the director is gonna handle it. Like in every interview he's done, it's been like, oh yeah, this is really new. But based on the trailers, from what I see, it just seems like a repeat of Ragnarok. Like when he goes to see Zeus in the trailer, and it's kind of just like in Ragnarok when Thor was going to see the Grandmaster, and now he's seeing Zeus and whatever. He's probably just going to be in it for like 2 seconds. They're going to escape and whatever. It's just rehashed from Thor Ragnarok. It's just like, hey, let's take all the stuff from the previous film that made it good and then just plop it into here. But going on the basis of like what her cancer, I do believe that they will treat that as like a big reveal because, just because most MCU fans, they don't know anything about the comics. I know I certainly didn't before, but that was that run. I don't think it did too well. Personally, Mighty Thor. But I just have this fear that like the same as everything else, she's going to replace Thor. That is my biggest fear. That is my biggest fear, though. Is just she's going to replace Thor as like the new Thor.
She's
and Thor's just
going to
like pass the torch onto the.
Actually, maybe. Oh shit.
Yeah, you see, you just had the realization now. Like he's just going to pass the torch. That's what all of these like MCU movies have been about in Phase 4. Really, it's like Black Widow. She was passing the torch to what's her name? Although Yelena, although she was the best part of that film, even though it sucked, but still. Mostly it's just about passing the torch. It's just like, here's makes room for the next guy. And I know I'm rambling here, but
It did say, like, Thor did say that he doesn't want to be a superhero anymore.
Oh my god. Well, he might. Hopefully they'll do an actual arc where it's like he doesn't want to be a superhero. He's just tired out. And then like by the end, he's going to be like, oh, well, I need to continue on.
Yeah.
And with people like Gore out there, it's like basically he's going to continue on. I don't want them to do something where it's like, I'm trying to get an example. Like Loki, basically, where Sylvie got most of the attention. I still like Loki. It's a good show. Where Sylvie got most of the attention and Loki was kind of just turned into a comedic, bumbling sidekick. I don't like it when they do that with anybody. So if they do that with Thor, then it's just going to be like,
he wasn't
whatever. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on the whole thing, on the matter. RGBs, go ahead.
Okay. This whole thing with the Guardians of the Galaxy guys.
God. Well, I don't see the point.
I don't see the point either. This happens all the time in all these movies where the side characters who you really want to be in the movie to fight alongside the main character.
They're in one scene. They're in one scene.
They leave and then come back at the end.
Either that's going to happen or they're just going to be in like one scene, one big battle scene at the beginning, just a few jokes thrown around.
Remember in the trailer they leave.
Yeah, it spoils it in the trailer that they leave Thor and Korg just on this one planet and they're gone. I don't know if they'll do a Deus Ex Machina where they come back at like all hope seems lost and they're like in the ship and they're shooting at Gore or whatever.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe they couldn't afford Chris Pratt. Who knows? But still, I really don't see the point unless you're going to have them prominent throughout the movie. Because if you saw in Infinity War, right, when they were like when he met the Guardians, it was like really funny. He kept trying to compete with Star-Lord, everything, and he went off with them. At the end of Endgame.
You said Infinity War.
Yeah, and that's when he met them. And then at Endgame, he said he was going off with them. So yeah, it got me excited, but then I realized no, they're probably going to be in one scene, which really sucks. But hey, that's just their decision. It's probably they ran out of money to afford Chris Pratt in the budget. So
maybe.
All right, moving right along. All right, guys. So this article came out pretty recently. I wanted to save it for a discussion like this, but it's concerning the cameos that we might be able to see in She-Hulk, but this could all be fake. At this point, it's just a rumor. So, according to the rumor...
When is She-Hulk even coming out?
August, I think. Next month. So, actually, next month is when our basement is finished. Next month, She-Hulk's coming out, so we'll discuss it on our next podcast. So, stay tuned for that one. Anyway, so the article said, according to the rumor, Jennifer Walters will have a mystery client who only communicates to her through a different lawyer. It will be revealed later on to be the Thing.
Oh.
Who is fighting a defamation case. He will allegedly appear in the last episodes of the series, and he will have a fight scene against the Wrecking Crew and share the screen with She-Hulk and Daredevil.
Oh, shit!
And he will be played by Jason Segel from How I Met Your Mother.
Oh, dude!
In a motion capture suit. So, I, for one, am really looking forward to that, if that's true. Also, Daredevil, we know, is more likely to happen because
in the MCU.
He's in the MCU. He's in No Way Home. I personally didn't think that would happen, but it did, so.
You didn't think any of it would happen.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to, lower my expectations. Doesn't matter. Let's talk for another video. Now that Daredevil is in the MCU, this is more likely, and because she's, a lawyer.
I really do want to see Thing, though.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. But I don't know.
And show the Baxter building, too.
Oh, yeah. Guys, if you've seen Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, you know why we're so excited, because John Krasinski appeared as Mr. Fantastic, the perfect choice. And I said it in my Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness review. I hope he comes back. I really do hope he comes back, because if not, then that'd be a huge loss.
It's because, Doctor Strange looks the same in all universes, right? Remember?
Yeah, I know. It could be, they could do a thing where it's just they all look the same and whatever, just to have an excuse to bring him back.
Yeah, but there is Spider-Man.
But there is Spider-Man, again, where he's played by different actors, so they could do that again.
Everyone wanted that, so
yeah. I don't see anybody else really now playing Mr. Fantastic at all. I had no idea who I wanted to play Thing, but yeah, I guess Jason Segel could work. And he's wearing a mocap suit, so it'll be CG and not practical like the... You remember the 2005 one?
Yeah, it's a bunch of makeup.
It's a bunch... How bad that looked. It was just a bunch
of... It wasn't that bad. It was okay. It wasn't
a bunch of makeup. He just looked like it's small.
Yeah.
This thing is supposed to be like Hulk size, basically, right? So hopefully they do it right, and hopefully She-Hulk doesn't turn out to be a dumpster fire. So, but with the Disney Plus TV shows, there hasn't really been a good one except Loki, which I enjoyed.
WandaVision was okay.
WandaVision was
that bad.
WandaVision was just okay. I like the first few episodes, and then it just downward spiral into.
What's his name? Quicksilver was good in it. That surprised me.
Until they made a joke, which was just
Boner.
Immature, and it was just stupid. Nobody likes that. You saw Evan Peters there, and it was just like, hey, by the way, it's not the guy from Fox Universe. So, on the subject of the Fox Universe, so I did hear somewhere that Deadpool 3 might be a Deadpool kills the Fox Universe.
Oh,
so you can get into the MCU.
Dude, those comics are so good.
I would pay to see that. I would pay to see that, him killing the Fox Universe so you can get into the MCU. And it's like he name drops Kevin Feige when he's breaking the fourth wall or something. And we do know he's coming to the MCU because of the video that Ryan Reynolds posted with him and Korg. So that was... You didn't see that?
I did not.
RGB didn't see it. But yeah, he did post a reaction to some Free Guy trailer with Korg. Also because Taika Waititi was in that movie. So that was really funny.
What the about was?
That was really funny. That was a good film on his own end. And yeah, that's that. I really hope that happens because Daredevil, again, the Daredevil show on Netflix was really good until it got canceled. Right?
Yeah.
But it is coming to Disney Plus.
Yeah,
but who knows? In Disney's hands. It is
on Disney Plus.
It's on Disney Plus, yeah. But they're going to extend on it, basically. Yeah. God knows what they could do. But the writers for are actually people who wrote a Christmas movie called Deck the Halls. It did okay. It's kind of like a film you would throw on. It's like when you got nothing else to watch, you just throw it on.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't. It's on Netflix though. It's I don't know if it wasn't that well received, but the guys have not written anything else. So I just hope Disney doesn't come in and gets their grubby little fingers all over it and changes a bunch of stuff and like makes them overshadowed and whatever, because that would suck big time, and it would just undo everything that Netflix and Drew Goddard created. So that would be really disappointing if that happened. So let's move on to the final topic of discussion, the most insulting article I think that I have ever seen.
Ready?
Let's go.
Star Wars
A New Hope
reboot.
Those are words you never, ever want to hear in a sentence. Ever. Now, we know what happened with the sequels and what's going on with Star Wars right now. The Mandalorian is the last good thing, I think, that has come out of Star Wars. And maybe the anime, but that's non-canon.
And
so
Obi-Wan was okay.
Obi-Wan, I didn't like.
It was just Reva that was terrible.
Just RG Beast liked Obi-Wan Kenobi more so than I did. You can watch my review, actually. That'll be in the description.
Skywalker was amazing.
Actually, my reviews, because I mentioned both of them, they'll be in the description of this video, so go check those out as well. But on the topic of that, seriously, she doesn't know what she's doing. Kathleen Kennedy doesn't know what she's doing.
She really doesn't.
And the whole thing where they pretended that she was getting all these racist DMs is just, they're basically exploiting the fact that it's not a good thing. They're exploiting her skin color to make it seem like people are against her when there's only like 2 people, and they're trying to make a big thing out of it to distract from the fact that Kenobi is a bad show. And it's just a disgusting thing to do, honestly. Obi-Wan Kenobi I was really excited for until it came out, and it was just a dumpster fire. So, and also, I didn't really like Book of Boba Fett that much. I didn't.
Okay, so the story was good.
Your biggest problem, say it.
Cad Bane was amazing.
Yes.
He was
I didn't like that they introduced him just to kill him off.
He died, but he didn't die because his chest box was being maybe for the robot. I forget what his name is. What's his name?
What?
Joe or whatever his name is.
Joe. I don't know.
His robot.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. Just
destroyed. Anyways, if you guys have seen the original trilogy, not Obi-Wan, Boba Fett.
This is your favorite character as well.
Yeah, he was my favorite Star Wars character until the Book of Boba Fett came out. But
yeah.
Okay, if you guys have seen the original trilogy, which I'm sure you have, he is this cool sort of side mercenary character who doesn't talk much. He's a quiet bounty hunter who doesn't take his helmet off. He's sort of mysterious in a way. In Book of Boba Fett, he reveals everything about him.
To everyone.
Everybody. He doesn't give a crap anymore. He's just taking off his helmet whenever he wants.
Tamar Morrison actually said, I want Boba Fett to be badass again.
Yeah. I don't want to take his helmet off or whatever.
Seriously, the whole series was just him taking his helmet off, saying, I am Boba Fett.
That's all I remember. That's all I remember.
And Cad Bane, that's it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Also, Mando kind of stole
They should have called this. They should have called this The Book of the Mandalorian Season 2.5. They should just... And
I also didn't like how... what's his name? Cobb Vanth. That's his name. Cobb Vanth is still alive, but not Cad Bane, because we want to see Cobb Vanth. Cobb Vanth!
Okay. And on the topic of that, Luke Skywalker was
good. He was good.
The CGI was a lot better. I will give him that. They improved on the CGI. Was good. The problem with Luke was basically he told Grogu to get rid of all his attachments, and that was one of the problems that the original Jedi Council from the prequels had. And he's just continuing on that. In the Legends series books, you see that he's trying to divert away from that. But now that they don't like Luke Skywalker at Disney. You just got to get that through your head. Like, screw Luke Skywalker. He's the past and whatever.
Yeah.
I will use this quote from The Last Jedi, which
Luke
I hate.
Skywalker.
Let the past die. Kill it if you have to.
That's what they're living by.
That is the quote that Disney's living by. Let the past die. Kill it if you have to. They killed Luke in The Last Jedi. I'm not going to go on to a sequels rant because they sucked. They sucked. Now, I am going to give Ahsoka a chance because I hear characters from Rebels are going to be there, and hopefully they give Dave Filoni creative control because he created Ahsoka, the character. I'm going to give it a chance, and I'm going to watch Mando Season 3. Hopefully, good God, hopefully Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni get creative control and know what they're doing, because he may have written Book of Boba Fett, but a bunch of other people tampered with it.
Also, hopefully, she mentioned this in The Mandalorian, Ahsoka, Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Yes, that is going to be in her series, I believe.
And everybody wants this, and I don't know if they're like Marvel, which they're definitely not, they listen to the fans, but everyone, including myself and Argisaurus,
I want this as well,
want Benedict Cumberbatch to be Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Or I would take the guy who did his voice as well, because he did a good job.
But he doesn't look good as Grand Admiral.
Well, it doesn't matter.
There's been fan art and stuff. Plus,
I think Benedict Cumberbatch would be a good choice because he can do
that kind of voice.
Yeah, he would be good, but I would also take the guy who did his voice as well. Now, I believe he's going to be in the Ahsoka show.
Okay, on to the actual thing we were talking about.
I know, we wasted a lot of time. Now, A New Hope reboot. Now, this article by Screen Rant came out the other day. It was covered by some other YouTubers. This is insulting, actually, because it said A New Hope reboot would be the best thing. Like, honestly.
Why?
Because now they're gonna. I really hope they don't do it, but they probably will as soon as George Lucas dies.
Remake of it?
Like a remake of it, yes. They're gonna remake it and make it better, quote unquote. They're gonna just. I don't want to imagine it. Actually, I really don't want to imagine it.
Who's gonna be Han Solo? The guy in Solo.
As soon as George Lucas, Harrison Ford, and Mark Hamill have died, I guarantee you they will go straight into production with it and announce it. As soon as that is announced, I am boycotting Star Wars, if it is. Because this is BS, honestly.
Whoa, you're not going to watch originals, prequels?
No, because that would ruin Star Wars for everyone, and myself.
Oh my God.
Seriously, if they decide to reboot A New Hope, I might go insane and lose my mind. Now...
That's this guy's favorite Star Wars.
Star Wars is my favorite franchise, but where it's going now, it's just... I'm almost done with it. I'm at my wit's end, seriously. And if they try to reboot what George Lucas created and what we hold dear, I'm gonna lose it.
Absolutely.
And I'm gonna say DC is actually good.
No,
probably.
Don't you dare.
No, I don't want to, but I might. But
okay.
Oh my God! Just what a way to end it. What a way to end it on this one. So we're just go straight to the outro, or I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. Let's go. Thanks so much for watching and listening. If listening to what we have to say here. Once again, I was waiting for this new mic to come in, and my Stranger Things 4 review will be up soon. And the links to my other reviews, like Kenobi and Doctor Strange, they're down in the description of this video. And please consider subscribing if you like this. Also, turn on post notifications. Give this video a big thumbs up, and check out our latest video. Pardon.
Go.
What I was going to say is check out our latest video, Silly Saber Battle 15. I think it's one of the funnier ones that we've made over the years. So go check that out. That'll be at the end of the video in the outro. But for now, this is RGTV and RG Beast signing off.